defeated 10 opponents and has amassed in cash and prizes a total of $90,600. How much longer will his winning streak continue? We'll find out in a moment as... From Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic Tac Dough. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Thank you very much, Bob Wilson. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, welcome back. Let's don't waste any time at all. Let's get this game underway. And first of all, let's meet that current champion who's won over $90,000. And here he is, right here.
Our current champion has winnings which total in cash and prizes $90,600. He's an Air Force lieutenant who's also been a bartender. Meet Doc Fast. And his opponent is a teacher who lives on a small farm, and her interests include hiking and yoga. Meet Lisette Show.
I'm just asking Lisette Show, since our last show, how's everything on the farm? And the reason I say that, she has all of these animals. You must love animals and raising them.
I love animals.
Yes. And just name some of the different species you have.
Oh, I have a beautiful Nubian Angora goat called Lupin. Yeah. I have banty chickens. I have mallard ducks. Lots of house cats.
Is this a love that goes back to your childhood?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, Lisette, and good luck against this fellow over here who's won $90,600 so far in cash and merchandise, and you now have 2 cars to your credit, too.
Yeah.
When you first came on the show, and I like to ask this question because it seems like such an obvious question, when you first came on, did you feel that you were going to be a big winner, and you have become our 4th biggest winner on this show?
Well, I'll tell you, the first game that I tied against the previous champion, I was just so happy to still be here that I couldn't believe it. I said, well, at least I made enough to pay my expenses and get back home.
You don't want to give any of this back, though, do you?
No.
You are going to keep everything?
You bet.
Let's see if you can add to it. Here we go. Let's get a game underway. Let's take a look at the categories first of all. Our subjects for this game, as you'll remember, Doc and Lisette, and folks from the last show, musicals, sleuths, World War II, famous firsts, potluck pictures, dropouts, animals, who am I, and solar system. On the last show, the game was interrupted. This is what the board looked like when we had to stop last time. 1X, top left-hand corner for Doc, and in the pot, of course, $200. Let's shuffle the categories around and move to Doc Fast for the first selection. He's our champion. Go first, Doc.
Wink, I think I'd like to take potluck pics in the lower left.
Lower left for potluck pictures, and here's the question, Doc. First, take a look at this picture. Morocco was the romantic setting for this classic adventure film. For your second X on the board, name it.
Casablanca.
Right. Another $200 in the pot and put an X on the board. Say that again.
Casablanca.
Oh, boy, I tell you. Show business is going to get him yet. Let's shuffle the categories around. $400 in the pot. And Lisette, you're still looking for your first O.
Maybe animals will be good to me for a block.
Yeah, they've been good to you all your life. Now let's see if you can answer this on animals. Lisette, should be your category. This large family of animals is comprised of such unique species as the boobies, the loons, and the kiwi. Name this animal family for a block.
Birds.
Yes, that's right. Birds. You got it. So that's a block. Put an O there. $200 more in the pot, and let's shuffle. And back to Doc Fast again.
Wink, I think I'll try World War II.
All righty, World War II. Question. During the Potsdam Summit meeting, Clement Attlee replaced this man as Britain's representative. Name him.
Winston Churchill.
You got it. That's right. Put an X there. Let's shuffle again. Another $200 in the pot takes it to $800. Lisette, I do believe he's trying to box you in. Where are you going to move?
I think so. Well, I might as well go with animals.
Animals in the center for a diagonal block. All righty, it's worth $300 to the pot, Lisette, and I'll give you a little extra time to answer this. With arms that reach down to its ankles, this orange-colored creature lives primarily in trees, and its name means man of the woods. First, what is the name of this animal? And then tell me, what continent is it native to? Think of that. This is an orange-colored creature, lives primarily in trees. Name means man of the woods. Name the animal.
The orangutan?
Yes. What continent is it native to, Lisette, for a block?
Africa.
No.
Oh, no.
No, Asia.
Asia?
Yeah, the continent of Asia, the orangutan. Let's move the categories around again. A shuffle takes us back to Doc with $800 in the pot.
Well, I don't know. I'm not too great in solar systems, so I think I'll try sleuth, Wink, in the bottom right.
All right, that's an interesting way to go in this game. Sleuths, Doc. This English authoress created a Belgian detective named Hercule Poirot and a clever British sleuth named Miss Jane Marple. Name this authoress.
Agatha Christie.
Right. So an X goes there, another $200 per pot, and let's move the categories around. We shuffle and we go back to Lisette's show.
Oh.
You can sort of take your pick, Lisette.
Let's try animals again.
All right, animals. Again, for a block across the bottom. This dangerous relative of the spider has large, pincer-like claws and a tail with a poisonous stinger. It also represents a sign of the zodiac. For a block, name this animal.
That's the scorpion.
Right. That's good for a block if we put it over there. Another $200 per pot. At this critical moment in the game, we're going to take a break for a commercial or two, and then we'll be back to continue. Don't leave. Talk to Doc specifically. This is something he's most familiar with because he's defeated 10 opponents so far, so he's won 2 of these already. Doc, if you defeat 5 more, you'll win a 3rd one of these. What is it, Bob Hilton?
It's a brand new car! Century two-door coupe, the mid-size personal luxury car with a spacious, comfortable interior and classic exterior. The Century two-door coupe by Buick. And Polyglycode sound shield for the noisy underside of your car, not an undercoating. Polyglycode is a sound shield available at new car dealers only. Back to you, Wink.
Doc, you've won a car for yourself. You won a car, the first one you won for your mother. And the way you're going, you could win one for all of the guys on the first row there, that whole fan club of yours. All right, let's get back to the board. $1,200 in the pot. We shuffle. 3 boxes left. Doc, you select from World War II, famous firsts in the center, or animals center right.
Wink, I'll try World War II for the win.
Across the top of the board, answer this question on World War II. You will have another $1,400 in cash. That would give your total winnings $92,000. Here is your question. A major turning point of World War II occurred on November 3rd, 1942, when the Allied forces halted the German advance in the town of El Alamein. Name the North African country in which El Alamein is located for $92,000.
Morocco.
No, it's Egypt. That's only the 2nd question missed by this gentleman. Egypt is the answer. Let's move the categories around on the board. $1,200 in the pot. Lisette, select from famous firsts, musicals, and Who Am I?
Gee. Let's try Who Am I?
All righty. Who am I, the category? This is your question, Lisette, again for a block. I'm a famous actor. In terms of my films, I left the apartment for Irma la Douce, found the fortune cookie, and over 10 years later came up with the China syndrome. Who am I for a block?
You're Jack Lemmon.
Right. Jack Lemmon, good for a block. Put a no there. Another $200 in the pot. 2 boxes left on the board. Doc, you could become a winner with one of the 2 subjects that show up in these boxes. Let's see if it happens for you.
Wink, I'll try Who Am I for the win.
Top center again for the win. Maybe that box will be a little better for you this time. A little luckier. If you answer this, you'll win $1,600 in cash, and your total winnings would then go to $92,200. Even though I starred on the TV show Rawhide, I didn't become a big star until I made a few spaghetti westerns like A Fistful of Dollars. My rugged good looks and tough guy image have beguiled movie audiences, while my low-key acting style has turned my critics every which way but loose. For a total of $92,200, who am I?
Clint Eastwood.
Right, for Tic Tac Dough. Boom, rah, sis, boom, ba, doc, doc, rah, rah, rah. Doc, isn't it embarrassing? Isn't it just...
I love it.
Oh, I bet you do. $92,200 in cash and merchandise. I was just standing here wondering, I wonder how much of that's in cash. It's got to be way, way up there. But, Doc, you got a chance to beat the dragon shortly, so hang on. Lisette Scholl, he just had you boxed in. It would have been almost a miracle to pull that game out, wouldn't it?
Yes.
She's not going to talk to Wink at all. She said, Wink, I didn't like your questions at all, even the ones on animals. Lisette, we do have a couple of very nice prizes for you. Thank you for being with us on Tic Tac Dough. Lisette's show. Now, if everybody's ready, let's see if he can beat the dragon like he beat Lisette. Come on over, Doc. Lisette not talking to Wink anymore. But how about that, though? Something happened very extraordinary in that game. You missed your second question.
Well, I tell you, you know, I knew it was Egypt. I thought about Egypt, and it came out Morocco.
And it's ironic because you're in the service, of course, and it was a World War II category.
I probably won't hear the end of it for a long time.
And those guys out there in the first row are going to see to that when you get back to base. Behind the numbers on the board are various amounts of money and a dragon. All you have to do is get to $1,000 or more, and you're going to win a prize package. Now, for this next package, Doc, we're going to give you gifts for elegant dining, and Bob Hilton, our resident gourmet, is going to tell you all about it. Robert?
First, Doc, you'll sell a table with this fine dinnerware and flatware. Denby's vanilla stoneware, handcrafted in England, casual elegance with guaranteed durability. Goes from freezer to oven, even microwave, with matching flatware furnished by Denby Limited. And to complete your table, it's this exquisite crystal. From Tiffin, exquisite handcrafted lead crystal stemware created at the oldest existing glass factory in America. A complete service for 8, all etched with a Tiffin signature. And to help you serve graciously, it's these lovely ceramic serving accessories. Robert Weiss Originals, an array of ceramic KitchenAids, including the wine cooler, butter keep, and soup and cracker server. Gourmet accessories designed to shorten your time in the kitchen from Robert Weiss Ceramics. And Doc, we'll complete this elegant dining package with this next gift. It's this beautiful new dining room set. Commonwealth by Bassett, country oak finish on oak engraved wood product and selected hardwoods. Oval table and chairs with china base and china hutch, furnished by Bassett. This elegant dining package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,450.
Avoid the dragon or you lose everything. Get the tick and the tack and you automatically get the dough. So, Doc, we'll cover them all up on the board, move them all around, and I must point out, or I will point out, because that's something nice for you to hear, I'm sure, that if you beat the dragon here, your winnings will then go over $95,000, 95 plus. Let's begin. 1 through 9. What's the beginning point this show?
Haven't lost yet with 1, Wink. I'll have to try 1.
Number 1. It's been a good number for you every time. 100 again. Seems like it never changes up there. At least it hasn't for you. Let's go to the group out here.
Well, they're giving me number 7, so I'll have to try number 7.
It's been another good lucky number for Doc. Behind number 7 to go with $100. Is it good? 400. You got 5. 500 total. You need 500 more.
Number 4, Wink.
Number 4, right in the center, left. Number 4, he needs 500. Do we find it? Yeah! Somehow I get the feeling I'm at the poor man's version of the Super Bowl for some reason or other. Well, Doc, doggone it, you just can't get beat by the dragon.
I don't
You know,
know.
you're costing the Winker and the show an awful lot of money. But you know something else? We're delighted. We're delighted that you're doing so well. Let's take a look at the board. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. The dragon was behind number 6. You didn't even come close. But you did come close. In fact, you did better than that. You beat him again. How many times have you beaten the dragon? You have any idea?
I don't even remember.
I can't remember the last time you got beat up here.
The
If it's
first
happened.
time. First time.
First time?
Right.
Well, so far now, your winnings in cash and merchandise total $95,650 and rising. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll try to do it again, all right? We'll be right back. Well, with another combination of a defeat of an opponent and another trip to the big board to beat the dragon, this guy, Doc, could go over the $100,000 mark. It's a good thought. Doc, let's see if you can make it come true. Who's next, Bob?
He's a law student who's working as a law clerk, and his interests include classical music and long-distance running. Meet Neil Breakstone.
Neil, you look like you're rather excited to get out here. You even ran out here. You didn't just walk.
No, but I must say I'm real excited. You're right.
Tell me about your running.
When I had a chance before law school and before I was employed, I ran all over Southern California.
What's the longest distance you've ever run, Neil?
I once ran 40 miles, and it took me a little bit over 6 hours.
I get tired just thinking about it. Why did you do it?
For the challenge. I really wanted to see how much I could accomplish when I really pushed myself.
You ready to see what you can accomplish on Tic Tac Dough opposite Doc over there?
Sure am.
Let's take a look then at these subjects and see what they're going to mean to you. The subjects for the game are the odd one, situation comedies, or as on the board, sitcoms, colors, foreign words, fashions, football, female singers, bodies of water, and secret category. That could be any category at all, and a correct answer will automatically double the pot. So we're all set and ready to go. Doc, where would you like to move with your first X?
Wink, I think I'll try the upper left, the odd one.
The odd one is the subject, and this is your question. Only one of these bodies of water is one of the Great Lakes. Is it Lake Huron, Lake Mead, or Lake Victoria?
Lake Huron.
Yes, that's right. Our next goes there, and we shuffle. $200 in the pot, and we move to Neil Breakstone for the first time.
To the center for bodies of water.
Bodies of water in the center. Neil, worth $300 to the pot. Lake Michigan, which is the only Great Lake to lie entirely in the United States, touches 4 American states. Besides Michigan, I want you to name 2 of them, and I'll let you think about that for a few seconds. Neil, Lake Michigan, which is the only Great Lake to lie entirely in the United States, touches 4 American states. Besides Michigan, name 2 of them.
Indiana and Minnesota.
No, I'm sorry. Indiana is correct. The other 2 would be Wisconsin and Illinois. So let's shuffle the categories around. $200 remains in the pot as we go back to Doc.
Wink, I'll try situation comedies in the lower left.
Sitcom, situation comedies. Doc? This top-rated sitcom stars Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams in the title roles as hapless working girls who get into impossible situations. Name the sitcom.
Laverne and Shirley.
Right. Put an X there. Let's shuffle again. $400 in the pot. Neil.
Okay, same category, bodies of water.
Bodies of water for a block of Doc. Neil, the Aegean Sea is an extension of the Mediterranean. It lies between Turkey on the east and this country on the west. Name this country to block Doc.
Greece.
Yes, that's right. Good for a block. Greece, the country. Let's shuffle the category. $600 in the pot. Doc, he cut you off. Where do you move from here?
Oh, Wink, I think I'll try the secret category in the lower right.
Doc, the secret category is women's lib. Answer this question correctly, and the pot will double to $1,200. Here's the question. In the 11th century, this beautiful and opinionated lady rode through the streets of Coventry clothed only in her long hair. She made this ride as a protest against high taxes. For $1,200 in the pot, name her.
Sounds like Lady Godiva.
Yes, that's right. The pot goes to $1,200. Put an X there. Let's shuffle the categories again. Neil, what's your pleasure?
Going to go to football for the block at the bottom.
Bottom center, block with football. Neil, to block Doc, in college football, there are 2 ways a team can score extra points after a touchdown. They score 1 point for kicking. How many extra points do they score for running the football across the goal line for a block?
2 points.
Yes, that's correct. Good for a block. Put it over there. 4 boxes left on the board. Let's shuffle. Doc, these subjects are yours to pick from.
Oh, well, I'll try bodies of water, Wink, for the win.
For a diagonal win, the subject is bodies of water. Doc, if you answer this, you'll win $1,700 in cash. Added to your prior winnings, your total would then go to $97,350. For Tic Tac Dough and all of that, here's the question. Since the opening of the Suez Canal, the Red Sea has become part of an important water highway. There are 8 countries which border on the Red Sea. Israel is one of them, and for a total of $97,350, I want you to name 2 others. Here's your extra time. Doc, once again, since the opening of the Suez Canal, the Red Sea has become part of an important water highway. There are 8 countries which border on the Red Sea. Israel is one. Name 2 others for $97,350.
Egypt?
Yes.
And Lebanon.
No, I'm sorry. Lebanon is not one of those countries. A few, I might mention Jordan, Saudi Arabia, the Sudan, Ethiopia, just to name a few. Let's move the categories around. 4 boxes left on the board, $1,400 in the pot. Neil, saved by that last question.
I think I've got to go to colors in the middle.
Colors in the center again for a block. Neil, several states have nicknames that include colors. First, name the state which has the nickname of the White Mountain State, and then name the color in the nickname of Florida. Think about that. Neil, name the state which has the nickname of the White Mountain State.
Alaska?
No, it's New Hampshire. The color in the nickname of Florida is orange. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Can he keep it up? Find out on the next show. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, everybody.
Catch a game and you know you're at GSN. GSN's got games to play every day. Catch a game, catch a game. According to GSN Live, it could really bad. Online games at GSN.com. Wow. Don't forget about Catch 21, 'cause when